freezing. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just got done filming another video and I was cold during that one, so I realized that I had my jacket literally just a few feet away from me, so I grabbed that and now I'm snuggled up underneath here. I hope all of you are doing well. If you're new here, hi, I'm Debbie. I am a mom. I love romance movies and books, and I also like to review a lot of those romance books that I've read that are both new and old. I also really love photography, and I really love skincare and makeup. And I also really love and need a warm blanket right now. Like I really need a blanket at this moment. So who doesn't love warm blankets? I figured today would be a good day to list off all of my, well, some of my favorite authors, and in my opinion, their best books. Because a long time ago, I actually had typed up a list of all my favorite books, and I also gave this list to a friend of mine, and I still have that list to this day, and I'd like to share that with you. So before I get started, please be kind, and I ask for your patience because I know I'm going to be stuttering throughout this entire thing. So please be kind to me. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe for more videos, please. So some of these authors have a series, or they have standalone books. So giving you a heads up. So I'll start this list off with Molly McAdams. Now, this author has been a favorite of mine for a while. She isn't afraid to take risks, and she makes you cry. Almost all her books I've cried with. Her book titled Taking Chances is one of my favorites, and that to me is one of her best books. That book is a roller coaster of emotions right there. It literally takes you on a ride. This is a love triangle that will make you cry. So if you are going to be reading this, please make sure that you have a box of tissues right next to you, because you will be needing them. You'll know why, and for those of you who already have read the book Taking Chances, you already know why. Next up is Samantha Towle. I feel like some authors I have on this list love to make you feel like you've traveled around the world. And Samantha Towle's characters they all seem like they're from like different countries. So in my opinion, I've read this book repeatedly, I love the book called Revved. So from the first chapter to the last, it's just captivating. This is a race car driver romance story. Andy comes to work with her uncle and meets the bad boy, a race car driver, Kark. The chemistry between these two is so compelling from the start, and it just really like keeps your attention throughout the entire book. There's always, and you have this sense of will they or won't they, like throughout the whole book too. So I love this book so much I can just keep talking about it if I want. Samantha Young is another favorite. Now her On Dublin series is one of those that you must read. The first book is called On Dublin Street. Those characters in that book have great interactions with each other. From the two main characters to the supporting characters, to Samantha Young always seems to give her characters like these harsh like backgrounds, like they've been through a lot, like they had either like a rough, at one point or another they have just a rough patch that they went through. And we see a lot of flashbacks and everything in the On Dublin Street book itself. You know, I love this series. I do have a review that I had done a while ago, and it's actually on my blog page. I'll actually link that, or or you could just go on Facebook and search at Stubborn Beauty Reviews 10, and it'll bring up my page, and then you could just scroll down to where it says On Dublin Street. It is one of the best books I've read. Kristen Proby must be mentioned in this video. She has a few, she has a very enticing, charming book series that are out there right now. Like the With Me in Seattle series, the Value Magic series, the Big Sky series, the Fusion series, the Bedro series. For me, I loved the With Me in Seattle series the best. Each of those books are about a different couple. She has so many that are out there right now, and I believe she has 2 of her books that are going to be a Passionflix film soon. So, yay! I mean, I'm excited to see that. Kay Bromberg is up next. So she too has like a few enthralling book series that are out there. To me, her best books are the Driven series. I mean, those of us reading the complex torture by the past character of Colton Donovan had fans glued to the pages of this series. I mean, the first book is from Riley's point of view, and then the second and third are from both Riley and Coulson. And you know, when authors get into the mindset of a man and put his voice on paper, that to me is pretty impressive. And you know, hearing Coulton's voice and reading from Coulton's point of view, it just really breaks my heart. And he also made me happy at the exact same time. But I felt like that was really interesting for her, for Kay Bromberg to get into the mindset of Coulson whenever she's writing in his point of view. I applaud that. That's amazing, you know. And plus, Driven and Fueled are on Passionflix right now, and Crash will be released later on this year. Now, I must mention Marie Coulson on this list. Oh my gosh. Her best series to me is the Bound Together series. This is a love triangle from the first book to the last book. This young woman must choose between these 2 men who love her and will do anything for her. There were fans who loved her with one and fans who loved her with the other. Me, I was basically on team pick somebody already. And I remembered I told the author that in a video review that's on my Facebook blog page, and I did that video last year, or about like right around the summertime last year, and she did tell me that if I felt any better, her editor said the exact same thing. So, you know, one thing I love about Marie Coulson's writing style is she cleans up the messes and straightens out the situations her characters have caused or created, basically. And they don't leave you wondering at all. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons of why I love her so much. And plus, that triangle lasted for like 3 books. I was just like, girl, just make up your mind. Which guy do you want? Up next is Bella Jewel. I can't... Okay. She's amazing. I love her biker series, of enemies to lovers, of friends to lovers series, second chance ones. I mean, she has a lot of those that are out there right now. I mean, I love all of her biker series, I really do. One of them in particular, I still like, you know, as of right now, I love the Turf Wars series. The MC Sinners ones are great too. I love the Turf Wars series. I loved how it went from like pranks to medical conditions and to stealing to lying, and then it really took a wow with its human trafficking story. I mean, that was just wow. I believe each book had an event added, which made the series more captivating. And, you know, all the other ones, like I said, are fantastic too. But as of right now, this one was my favorite. Okay, I just have a few more, so bear with me. Jay Sterling is up next. Now, the first series I read of hers is my favorite. I've read other books she's written, but I always come back to this series, and I'm talking about the Perfect Game series. This story about love and baseball is one of the most riveting tales. And this couple she created really has highs and lows, and she tackles all of them. She wasn't afraid to take a risk of fans hating one character that is very, very loved, and then like loving them afterwards. Like basically like taking one character, making them hate, making her fans hate them, and then coming back later and saying, "Oh, okay, now we love them." I mean, yeah, it makes you go around and around and around. But you know, I don't know how she did it. I really, really don't. But she did. And Penelope Douglas has to be mentioned. I've read a lot of her books. I've read tons of her books. I mean, I follow her on social media too. Her book titled Bully is my favorite. I can go back and read that book repeatedly and never get tired of it. She really does tackle the reason why someone is bullied. Could be jealousy. Majority of the time that she was pointing out is it was somebody's jealous about how other people's lives are going. And this book does give that, oh, if a boy makes fun of me, he must really like me, feeling too. But yeah, that one was, Bully is definitely a favorite as well. Now keep in mind, I do have more favorites that are out there, but I'm gonna have to mention all the rest of them in another video. So for that reason alone, I thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, please. And if you didn't, then I guess you can thumbs down it if you want to. Either way, it doesn't stop me from enjoying romance books, and doesn't stop me from giving you a recommendation. So anyways, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, bye.